Michigan is your back-to-back Big Ten champions. They crushed Purdue in the second half. It was very similar to the Ohio State game where close game at halftime, right? 1-point game at halftime. But when push came to shove, Purdue was able to pass the ball over the field just like Ohio State was. 366 yards last night for Purdue's passing game. Once they got inside the 20, Michigan's defense stepped up like I couldn't even believe they could. Forced Purdue to kick 5 field goals. Michigan gets the win 43-22. 5 field goals plus a touchdown gives Purdue that 22 points that they got. Michigan back-to-back Big Ten champions, and we are presented by Manscaped, folks. Promo code is GoBlue with no spaces. Manscaped.com, the best spot to buy gifts for the guy in your life. Makes a great stocking stuffer. I bought Manscaped stocking stuffers for the entire Chat Sports staff and for some people in my family. And it's actually pretty cheap when you get 20% off with promo code GoBlue and free shipping. Go to manscaped.com. Use that promo code GoBlue. As we mentioned, Michigan, you all saw it. We all know you saw it. 43-22 victory over Purdue last night. Aiden O'Connell up against the death of his brother, which we really feel for him there. 366 yards passing. No touchdowns, though, because Michigan's defense was unbelievable in the red zone. J.J. McCarthy, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Donovan Edwards, though, was your Big Ten championship game MVP with 185 yards. But how about Ronnie Bell? 5 catches and 67 yards. He had a drop, though, that I thought could have been a better pass and better maybe route and jump from him. But maybe the MVP potentially should have been Will Johnson, guys. Michigan's, I think, maybe best defender right now on the entire team. The 5-star true freshman had 2 interceptions. We're going to talk about Will Johnson here in a moment. But I want to ask you guys this question. Now that Michigan's back-to-back Big Ten champions, now that they're going to the college football playoff and will be favored by 2 scores to make the national championship game, let me know which is the better team. The 2022 Wolverines, this year Wolverines, right? Or 1997, 25 years ago. The Heisman Trophy was that year, right? Woodson didn't get hurt. Blake Corum would have won the Heisman had he not got hurt against Illinois. It's a damn shame that he did. But let me know. Comment 2022 or 1997 down in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Better Michigan football team. Hell, let's call it the best Michigan football team of the last 45 years. 2022, 2022, or 1997. It is Overreaction Sunday. Let's kind of dive into my biggest overreactions here on the Michigan Football Report. Number 1, Donovan Edwards, Michigan's sophomore running back, backup running back, but now starting running back, is an absolute star. Yesterday, 25 carries, 185 yards, folks. What a performance by Donovan Edwards. I mean, what an absolute stunning and epic performance from Michigan's running back. 25 carries and 185 yards, a touchdown. He could have had multiple touchdowns, but Michigan gave it, they gave it to somebody else when things came down to it at the end there. But nevertheless, Donovan Edwards is turning into an absolute star for this program. And who's also coming into a star, kind of coming into his own, is J.J. McCarthy. Look, McCarthy didn't absolutely crush it yesterday. He didn't, change the game by any means. He didn't do anything passing that other quarterbacks around college football couldn't do. But he was efficient, and he made plays with his legs, right? He made several plays with his legs to avoid sacks, threw a touchdown pass on one to Luke Schoonmaker. Hit Colson Loveland down the field one time, I thought was absolutely stupendous. And nevertheless, 11 of 17, J.J. McCarthy and Donovan Edwards, Michigan's 5-star sophomores. Right? Think about how much stars matter. Who were Michigan's best 3 players yesterday? J.J. McCarthy, right? Donovan Edwards, and Will Johnson, all 5-star players. Speaking of Will Johnson, he's Michigan's best defensive player at this point. 2 interceptions yesterday. Has started 4 of the last 5 games. We're going to talk more about Will Johnson here in a moment. But it is the holiday season, and Manscaped is the place you need to go to buy all of your stocking stuffers for the guys in your life. Manscaped is the absolute best male grooming products on the market. I use Manscaped every single day. You saw the product just on screen there, the Lawnmower 4.0. Give yourself a quick trim there, guys. You never have to worry about using a big razor or anything like that and slicing things up, bleeding everywhere. Manscaped has awesome products here. The Platinum package that you see on screen there, it has your ball toner. It has every product, the shampoo, the conditioner, the the weed whacker gets your nose and your ear, and the Manscaped travel bag, which frankly I use all the time. Jack, you use the Manscaped travel bag when you travel as well. We're going to the national championship game. You see us there. We're gonna be rocking Manscaped, especially our Manscaped travel bag. 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. But you've got to use that promo code GoBlue with no space. The performance pack, the platinum package, manscaped.com. Promo code is GoBlue with no spaces. Get 20% off and free shipping. You've got to use that promo code GoBlue. Will Johnson, though, what can you say about this Michigan football cornerback, 5-star, started, I think, 4 of the last 5 games for Michigan, right? He got the opportunity when Gemon Green was involved in the incident in the tunnel against Michigan State, and he has not relented. Had it not been for senior day against Illinois, he would start the last 5 games, right? But he played 70-plus snaps against Ohio State. He was in there the entire game yesterday. 2 interceptions, 1 tackle for loss, no pass breakups. Why? Because he didn't need any pass breakups because he had 2 interceptions. I think, guys, next year, Michigan's going to have so many superstars with Mason Graham and Colson Loveland and J.J. McCarthy and Donovan Edwards and, of course, Will Johnson, Junior Colson. So many guys. Mike Sanos is probably coming back. Michael Barrett's coming back. This is your preseason #1 team in America, folks. So give me a Go Blue down in the comments and on the YouTube live chat. I am so pumped up about this team because I was ready to write Jim Harbaugh off after the 2020 season. You lose to Ohio State in 18. You get crushed by Ohio State on the road. You lose again in 2019. And the wheels come off in 2020. But the fact that Harbaugh has turned this thing around and maybe he's going to have his best team in 2023 after a #2 ranking back-to-back college football playoff seasons, this is just frankly amazing. So give me a Go Blue in the comment. I'll give some shout-outs here to you guys watching on the live stream here in just a moment. But get down there in the comments. Give me a Go Blue. Let me know that you guys are repping this team, loving everything that Michigan football has going on here. It is a sight to see what Jim Harbaugh and this program have going on, and I think it's just going to continue to get better. Give me a Go Blue. Folks, my #3 overreaction, I saw this a bunch, right? Remember, the Overreaction Sunday is not always my takeaways. I take like kind of the 5 things I see most often and give you my opinion on them. Donovan Edwards a star. Will Johnson, best defensive player. I agree with those. I agree with this one, too. Michigan can, and I think will, win it all. Though I did think Georgia played a hell of a game yesterday. Let's take a look at your college football playoff matchups. Georgia will face Ohio State in the Peach Bowl. What's the spread on that one, Jack? Do we have the spread on that one yet? Michigan will face TCU. Now, 7 points. Georgia is a 7-point favorite over Ohio State. That's the primetime game. Michigan is the 4 o'clock game Eastern time at the Fiesta Bowl in Glendale, Arizona. They are a 9-point favorite over TCU. Over or under is 60. So if things hold, it's Michigan, Georgia in the College Football Playoff National Championship on January 9th. But, folks, look, Ohio State has almost as much talent as Georgia, right? Georgia is clearly the most talented team in the country from a star rankings perspective. Ohio State and Alabama are right behind them, okay? So Ohio State absolutely could pull the upset. We might be looking at the greatest game in college football history on January 9th. Michigan, Ohio State, the rematch. And if that happens, bring it on. I think Michigan would absolutely wax that butt like they did on November 26th in Ohio Stadium. Beat Ohio State 45-23. If you guys haven't yet, give me a follow on Twitter. It's at James Yoder. I'm going to toss my tweets down there in the comments, Jack. I got you covered here. My bad. I should have put that in earlier. There's my Twitter account. If you're watching live, give me a follow as I approach 10,000 Twitter followers. I was only like 6,000 just 6 months ago or something like that. So we've had a hell of a run here this season. It's all because of you guys, this program. We're hitting on all cylinders here. The Michigan Football Report. We only put out 1 video a day. So if you want non-stop Michigan football content, it's at James Yoder. I'll put the comments. I'll put that link to that link to my Twitter account in the comments and the description. Give me a follow. It's the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports, and I am your host, James Yoder. Follow me on Twitter. All right, #4, Michigan's red zone defense, frankly, has been incredible. John Blaze Wolverine, I see you. That super chat, my man. We'll be with you in just a second. Michigan's red zone defense is absolutely incredible. And I think outside of the secondary and the pass rush, someone who started yesterday that's kind of been an underlooked part of this team has been this man here, and it's Junior Colson, right? 15 tackles in the Big Ten championship game. 15 tackles. That is amazing And Josh McBride, I see your question there. I'm going to answer that here in a second. For total tackles, he had a hell of a game. Was in on just a bunch of gang tackles yesterday for Michigan. Junior Colson coming back next year, only going to be a junior. He's going to live up to his name. But folks, this could be the best defense in the history of the Big Ten. Last year's defense, we were saying, this is amazing. They shut down Ohio State with 4 first-round receivers Ohio State had last year. 4 first-round receivers, plus C.J. Stroud, who's probably going to be a top 5 pick. Michigan shut them down last year, and they did better this year. 3 second-half points, then get the big win. Only allows Purdue 1 touchdown yesterday. I think I win a national championship. I think they've got to come up with a solution and a plan for a Georgia running attack, for a Georgia passing attack, and maybe the best collection of tight ends that college football has ever seen, if they can. If Michigan wins it all, you're going to have 2 things happen. I think you're going to see people saying this is the best football team in Big Ten history, or at least in the last 20 years. And I'm going to be saying this is the best defense in the history of the Big Ten. No cap. They figured out the spread passing game. If they can figure out the ground and pound running and tight end style, Georgia, I feel like, is a mirror image of Michigan with maybe worse execution, but better athletes. If they can beat Georgia, this is the best defense in the history of the Big Ten. As the kids say, Jack, no cap, no cap. All right, make sure you guys are subscribed. This is the Michigan Football Report by Chat Sports, youtube.com/Michigan TV. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to have videos for you every single day this month, every single day leading up to the national championship game. And then through the month of January to February signing period, Monday, tomorrow, college football free agency starts for the first time in history. 45 days of transfer portal madness. You're going to want to subscribe. Previews and just insights and rumors, injury reports leading up to the game. December 3rd, January 1st through January 9th, it's going to be a madhouse. Michigan going for the national championship game. And then after the title game, it's just basking in the glory and then leading up to what I hope is a resurgent recruiting class, despite the fact that Michigan isn't a top 20 recruiting class right now. Last overreaction, I saw a bunch of people say this yesterday, and I couldn't. I just think I just agree with all these, right? Winning the Big Ten, it's damn fun. I saw people saying, oh, these conference championship games are stupid. They don't mean anything. Georgia could have lost. Michigan could have lost. TCU did lose. They didn't mean anything. They were all 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all fair. That's all true. Most years, it doesn't really mean that. But it feels so good, right? I don't think I realized how happy I was that Michigan won this game until I saw Jim Harbaugh. I saw Donovan Edwards saying, what's your goals? You know damn well what our goals are. It's pretty obvious, right? National championship. Giving shout-outs to Blake Corum. Giving shout-outs to his team. And then seeing Jim Harbaugh and J.J. McCarthy on the podium with Reggie Bush and Urban Meyer and Matt Leinart and Brady Quinn. It felt damn good. And so I don't want the Big Ten to do with championship games. I think it's fun. And I think if you're going to play in the championship game, of course, it'll probably most likely in most years earn you a bye week. So I think the Big Ten championship game is fun, and it's damn fun to win them. I'm hoping Michigan doesn't forget how good it feels to win them, and they don't ever get back in a situation like they were from 2008 to 2014. Make sure you guys are giving me a go blue down in the comments. I am so excited for the next 27 days. I hope you guys are riding with me. I hope you're subscribed to the channel. But if you're not, right, if you're not riding with me, you're not subscribed to the channel, at worst, give me a go blue in the comments. Keep this train rolling. Go blue from John Blaze. We're going to get to a super chat here in a second. Eric Pillay, only a loser since the conference championship game, doesn't matter. But I saw a bunch of that, Eric. But nevertheless, give me a go blue. We're going to kind of dive into you guys' questions. If you're not subscribed to the channel, now is the time to do it. But before you do, give me a go blue down in the comments. And just go back up, though. Hit that subscribe button.